We have silver to deliver again for 4.5 million. We're up to 25 million now, and I have a 7A power distributor which cost me 10 million extra. So I should have about 35-40 million now, and that's what I've earned in the past day and a half, I suppose. Let's just have a check on some Galnet news, because I haven't heard any of this for a long time. It will keep me up and running while we're getting around. Our reputation's high now. I'm friendly with almost all of them at the stations I've been to. I'm allied with a few. Sorry about you having to listen to this, but I just want to hear what's been going on. Alright, let's see what's on the news.
Ambassador condemns entrapment of Yuri Grom. The Federal Diplomatic Corps has officially denounced President Hudson's attempt to capture Yuri Grom in the Delta Pavonis system.
We would have had more money, but I like
the system's ruling faction would ally with the
engineering
or the Federation.
materials.
It was abandoned when a federal Black Ops team attempted to arrest Yuri Grom's delegation, triggering a conflict in the system. Ambassador Delphine Dumont told the Federal Times, "We have no option but to state that our own government has violated..."
I will engineer this Python, but I'll engineer it when I've got time. I won't engineer it right now because I want to save all my engineering materials.
For my personal apologies to Yuri Grom. Our negotiations were spirited but honest, and I genuinely felt that progress was being made. This is the first time that the Federal Diplomatic Corps has distanced itself from the actions of a sitting president. Political observers believe that this is to maintain its reputation for integrity.
Yeah, we'll have a few hours run on this again, see if we can get up to about 60 million. Like I said, I'm friendly. I'm just off allied with most of them. Apart from Vantage Point, I haven't been to... No, I have been to Vantage Point. I haven't been to Sinclair City.
Following the recent rebellion of several federal systems. An undercover report on Joker's deck. Francesca Wolf of the Wall Glass Investigations Agency provides an inside
that's still a Don's inheritance, that is. I've got to get that job done. I can't wait until I've got a ship I can fight in. This one will be usable if it had 6A thrusters and a 6A shield, but at the moment it's just not usable. I've only got 2A boosters on it, I've got a C and a B, so it's not that powerful. Shield's only about 630, and that's small in this game. What happened to me?
Since Intel was correct. The latest host is multi-billionaire investor Lexi October, the lady who rescued Supertech from bankruptcy. We're in one of October Consortium's disused warehouse complexes, which looks derelict on the outside but is a fabulous glittering palace within. I don't actually know what planet I'm on, since all the servants, including me with my fake ID, were transported here in total secrecy. Joker's deck is exactly what you'd expect of a luxury casino for the super rich. Exquisite food, sumptuous clothes, and dozens of games from Deadlock Poker to Giant Verix Racing. Wagers are made using billion credit chips, precious gemstones, and even land deeds to an entire continent. And that's not counting the VIP rooms that I can't get into. I've served exotic drinks to several famous faces, such as Duchess Rouncival and Scorpio Devoro. I've seen Senator Leatrix talking earnestly to Ambassador Rochester about a princess they both know. Arch Corsairs Trask and Vermantine from the crew.
DeLacy, Delta Alpha Golf. You're clear for approach, Commander. Submit a request and enjoy your stay. Access
Council are
granted. You are
here,
go for
taking on
approach to
Zachary
pad
Ragan at the
1-1.
Motel tables. And there's no mistaking the voice of Alliance megastar Ziona whenever she wins big. Oh, and who should walk in just now? But wait, I can hear an alarm. Looks like a security alert. Damn it, have they detected me? I should. The message was published by Eric Gunnarsson, who added this
1,000 meters from touchdown.
Coda. I've heard nothing more from Wolf since receiving this, and she didn't check in her schedule.
Landing gear deployed.
Rendezvous point. I've decided to share her report as a warning to Joker's deck. If anything happens to her, just remember we know who you are. Yuri Grom victorious against Federation. Pilots Federation alert. The battle between Delta Pavonis Galactic Interstellar and...
Docking confirmed. Power down your engines. Good to have you, Commander.
EG Union has concluded successfully for Yuri Grom's forces.
Right, I'm going to leave the
Correspondent Carleen Troy reported via Vox Galactica. For the
engineering materials for the moment because money makes more sense, because the more money I earn now, the more money I earn later. Those biotech conductors are beautiful. Oh God, I haven't got any of them.
I picked up Khan's chatter
2
that
million.
described intense fighting before EG Union soldiers
Lose
overran
2 million.
federal troops. Since then I've learned that Yuri Grom has agreed to let the surviving crew members
No,
leave,
I need the money
claiming
to
the
buy the
munitions
ship I
as
want.
spoils of war.
So
The
we will
following
leave
message
that
was
from
sent
now
by
on.
Yuri Grom on public channels. President Hudson has revealed his true nature as the corrupt heart of the Federation's rotting carcass. This treachery will not be forgotten. Pilots who supported Yuri Grom can collect their rewards from the indomitable megaship. Delta Pavonis Galactic Interstellar confirmed that although the Freedoms Foundation is now under EG Union control, reimbursement for all commanders who fought for Delta Pavonis Galactic Interstellar will be processed remotely by the 9th of October 3307. Twin initiatives for Colonia Bridge Project. Pilots Federation alert. Delivery campaigns in the Alcor and Colonia systems aim to improve journeys to the distant colonies. The Colonia Bridge project is being funded by Brewer Corporation, which outlined the details in a press release. The Colonia region has great potential for businesses and travelers, but the long voyage can be prohibitive. Brewer Corporation is investing in the transportation infrastructure between the core systems and Colonia to make crossing those thousands of light years easier. Up to 30 dockable megaships will be placed along the route to Colonia, providing travelers with valuable respite and resources,
I've
including
got 21.
These stationary megaships should be
I'll sell the
operational by the
modular
28th of
terminals.
October and will mark the completion of the first phase of the three-phase Colonia Bridge project. Its aim is to place dockable megaships every 400 to 500 light years working out from the Alcor and Colonia systems. To achieve this, we require large quantities of ceramic composites, computer components and thermal cooling units. These can be delivered to either McDonald's settlement in the Alcor system or Jacques Station in the Colonia system. The Colonia Council is subsidizing part of the initiative due to the importance of this enterprise. As a consequence, the commodity requirements for the megaships at Jacques Station
Cargo hold at maximum
Just made it there. We lost the modular terminals, but I can't get them again.
confirmed that as well as offering payment for the materials, it will ask the top 10 contributors at Alcor
I'll pick
and
them up
Colonia
once I've
to
got a
submit
bigger ship
potential
that can
names
hold
for the
it.
new megaships. Submissions will be subject to review by the Brewer Corporation Board of Directors. As an added incentive, There will be temporary discounts on purchasing and outfitting fleet carriers at both McDonald's Settlement and Jacques Station.
10%. Oh my God! Where do they think you're going to get $4.5 billion in 2 hours?
And Torval.
Fuck's sake.
Torval.
Oh, we're putting fleet carriers on discount. Only 500 million discount though, and it's only for a week. Oh, that's fucking stupid. What, you meant to get $4.5 billion together in a week? If you had $4.5 billion, you would buy one anyway. It doesn't matter. Fuck's sake.
The Starport Torval orbital in the LTT-1968 system serves as the company's
I'm only really complaining because I lost my fleet carrier last year.
Reported for the Imperial Herald.
I lost my account, so I lost my elite. I was 7% shy of combat elite, which would have given me triple elite status, but no. Sony decided you're not allowed to stick up for the oppressed. You have to be with the oppressors. If you're not with the oppressors, then you're a racist. That's what they say. If you're not with Palestine's oppressors, you're a racist. Even though in Palestine they are being oppressed in their own country by people who are trying to steal their country. It's unfucking believable, do you know what I mean?
Torval is focusing on providing benefits for her own children and grandchildren, rather than her cousins on the Mastopoulos side, but the reason for this change of heart remains unclear. Joker's deck hit by art thief.
The second you complain about that oppressive state in the Middle East that terrorises its neighbours, the minute you say something about them or even name them, you're in trouble. You're a racist, you're an anti-Semite, you're everything, even though you're not. You're just somebody who doesn't like people being oppressed, especially in their own country, by somebody else who's trying to steal their country, with the backing of the US and my fucking country.
After the security alert, the staff started getting their IDs checked, which might
so I lost all my elite stuff because of my morals and values. I can't stand by why innocent men, women and children are murdered in the streets for throwing stones. When you throw stones at somebody who come into your country with a gun and stole your house, I know I fucking well would.
Between senior members of Joker's deck for centuries, always held by the current host.
I'm the son of an Irishman. I understand, mate, people coming into your country and stealing it. Don't call me a racist or fucking Nazi or whatever. Just because they was terrorised in the 40s by the Nazis doesn't give them the right to terrorise people in the 2020s like Nazis. And that's all I'll say on the matter.
Guards are searching for the thief now. I'd
rather not get worked up. Let's listen to what they're saying.
And not in the mood to talk.
These ones are much better, like, this is a 7.91 light year jump.
Home of the Scrivener's clan is the legal property of Orion University.
And it's just dropping cargo, but the thing is, it's very good money.
Tribe traveling on board a self-sufficient dredger-class bulk cruiser. Their society is descended from an academic organization that sent out a research fleet 2 centuries ago.
I've already got a quarter of the Corvette paid for.
Vice Chancellor Leland Pettigrew of Orion University made this statement. In the year 3000,
but she won't be no good to start with, so I'll have to keep this ship to run the stuff in till I can build her up.
Academic institute named
but I will.
College. This was absorbed into our university in 3000.
I will get another fleet carrier.
Documents detailing these facts were recently discovered in our archives and verified by the courts.
Like I said, I'll buy Odyssey like in 2 years' time when it's a fiver.
Orion University.
I'm not
Naturally,
paying money
they'll
for
go toward
a
its current
first-person
populace,
shooter
but
game that
Sicilian
really
habitat
doesn't
always
have
been our
much to
commercial
do with this
property.
game in the
The
first
Scrivener's
place.
Clan Dredger was last seen in the Perseus Dark Region
This is not a
KCV
first-person
C2
shooter
system,
game. This
where
is
it was salvaging the
a
Hesperus
space
mothership.
flight sim.
On the 9th of July,
So
it
to
made
put
hyperspace
people,
jump to an unknown
nah,
destination within
not my
500
thing
light
running
years.
about. I like
Orion
flying.
University is the largest
I have a
independent
flight stick.
educational institution in the core systems, rivaled only by the Imperial Science Academy and Olympus Village University. Federal terrorist network exposed. The Proactive Detection Bureau has been...
A bit warm in here.
Alpha Golf. Station services are prepped for your arrival. Greetings, Commander.
instrumental in identifying violent corporatist extremists within the Federation. Deputy Director Bethany Blake of the Federal Intelligence Agency gave a statement to the media. In recent weeks, our surveillance algorithms flagged a series of coded communications for investigation. We found that a network of...
Permission authorized. Vectoring for approach to landing pad 0.
radicalized citizens were discussing plans to assassinate members of Congress and leading political figures. This movement, which calls itself Jupiter's Wrath, is inspired by Jupiter Rochester's failed attempt to enable corporations to directly rule the Federation. Their goal...
Fucking idiot! What are you doing?
Warning. Observe minimum clearance.
Fuck off! That was the prick behind me!
...of Jupiter Division. Using data intercepted by the Proactive Detection Bureau, FIA agents performed a series of coordinated strikes in several federal systems. Over 1,000 armed extremists were arrested before they could act. We are currently working to identify the remaining Jupiter's Wrath members. Vice President Jerome Archer claimed that this was further validation of the domestic counterterrorism
Contact. Ship is locked down.
Act, which
I do like hearing all the
to be
background chatter
established.
in the game. It is
However,
pretty cool.
Shadow President Felicia Winters commented, "I commend the FIA for performing their duties, but I also question the timing of this operation, coming so soon after President Hudson's appallingly reckless attempt to capture Yuri Grom. To me it seems calculated to show his administration in a positive light, while ignoring the violation of citizens' privacy." Orion University searches for Dredger. Pilots Federation alert. Rewards are being offered by Orion University to locate the Scrivener's Clan Dredger, which it claims as its legal property. The self-sustaining Dredger-class bulk cruiser was launched 2 centuries ago by an academic institute that was later absorbed by the university. Since then, the Dredger has become the home for a nomadic tribe called the Scrivener's Clan, which refuses contact with all outsiders. Vice-Chancellor Leland Pettigrew told the media, "Orion University is willing to reward pilots who can pinpoint the Dredger's current location. We believe it is still within 500 light-years of the Perseus Dark Region KCV C22 system. Pilots who are interested in helping should first dock at Ring Mine Station in the 2MAS J03291977 plus 3124572 system to automatically sign up to the search operation. Our associates at the starport, Deep Space Mining, will provide further information including details of the reward." Colonia Bridge project receives deliveries. Pilots Federation alert. Twin initiatives in the Alcor and Colonia systems have procured materials to construct new dockable megaships.
You know what I mean? I'm allied with a lot of people
made
now.
an announcement regarding its Colonia Bridge project. A positive response has led to generous shipments of ceramic composites, computer components and thermal cooling units being received. As a result, Brewer Corporation can now commence work on enhancing the transportation infrastructure between the core systems and the Colonia region. Thanks to the dedication of the galactic community, 30 dockable megaships will be placed along the Colonia Bridge route by the 28th of October. These will serve as stationary ports, providing vital facilities for travelers. Planning is already underway for the second phase of this project, placing further megaships every 400 to 500 light-years working out from the Alcor and Colonia systems. Payment for contributing pilots is now available at McDonald's Settlement in the Alcor system and Jacques Station in the Colonia system. Both starports also offer a temporary discount on purchasing and outfitting to owners of our Drake-class carriers. Brewer Corporation will soon be reaching out to the top 10 pilots from both the Alcor and Colonia initiatives to provide naming suggestions for the dockable megaships being placed on the route to Colonia. Submissions will be subject to review by the Brewer Corporation
Incoming mission critical message.
Board of Directors. Terrorist attack at Haiti.
Incoming mission critical message.
Adrian Duval's HQ. Pilots Federation alert. Explosions have struck Dyson City Starport in the Paris system, home of Hadrian Duval's organization Nova Imperium. The starport suffered severe structural damage plus the corrosive effects of caustic enzymes, characteristic of the customized weapons used by the NMLA. Initial reports state that over 15,000 people have been killed and a similar number injured. The following statement was issued by Praetor Leo Magnus, the former head of security for Nova Imperium, who was seconded to ACT. Shortly before this attack, my team intercepted a communication between suspected Neo-Marlinist supporters. This referred to an imminent attempt to kill Imperator Hadrian Duval, Lady Astrid Minerva Duval, and their unborn child. I immediately ordered the Praetorian Guard to move the Imperator's family off station, which was achieved minutes before the bombs detonated. I am pleased to report that they survived this brutal attack, but unfortunately the remaining population could not have been evacuated in time. A state of emergency.
Ship released. Follow the greens on your way out.
Has been declared in the Paris system, with an urgent request for independent pilots to assist with rescuing survivors from Dyson City Starport. The Empire confirmed that as per the Treaty of Paris, it will provide military and medical support to Nova Imperium. ACT is performing investigations to learn more about the attack. NMLA aims to extinguish the Duval line. The Neo-Marlinist Liberation Army has taken responsibility
Frameshift drive charging.
for the attack on Dyson City Starport.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
In the Paris system. The primary targets were Imperator Hadrian Duval and his wife Lady Astrid Minerva Duval, who is pregnant with his child. Although they survived, the bombing left many thousands dead and injured. The following message was sent across NMLA propaganda channels. As long as a single Duval is left alive, the Republic of Akanar cannot be rebuilt. It is our duty to extinguish that entire line and free our people from imperial oppression. Praetor Leo Magnus gave a statement on behalf of ACT. It is significant that this latest
Frameshift drive charging.
8.9 line here, sorry, not 7.1.
The NMLA's mouthpiece and de facto leader. We believe that Theta Group, the team of weaponsmiths that built the caustic enzyme bombs, has split in two. According
Ready to engage.
to the communications we intercepted,
3, 2, 1, engage.
Theta 7 and half of his followers went into hiding after the attacks against the Marlinist colonies in July. Were responsible for this.
Sorry about that, the reset my controller.
ACT is currently
Well, my flight set.
Critical message.
pursuing leads and hopes to learn more soon. Nova Imperium has repeated a call for pilots to help rescue survivors from Dyson City in the Paris system. Scrivener's Clan Dredger located. Pilots Federation alert. The dredger inhabited by the nomadic Scrivener's Clan has been found within the Uchost PCC C290 system. Independent pilots conducted a search for the vessel in response to a request from Orion University, which claims that the Dredger-class bulk cruiser is its commercial property. Vice-Chancellor Leland Pettigrew announced the operation's success. Congratulations to the pilots who managed to locate Dredger J403. The university will shortly dispatch a megaship to take ownership and arrange repatriation for its current occupants. The dredger is currently orbiting an ice world in the Uchost PCC C290 system. It is believed to be collecting raw material from planetary rings to sustain its onboard systems. a design feature that allows it to remain self-sufficient indefinitely. There has
I
been
just
no
love this
communication
game.
with the
It
Scrivener's
it
plan.
really is a
The
chill,
space line
relaxed
tribe
game, you know.
descended from an academic institute that was later absorbed into a
But I
running
get too
university.
deep into it, do you know what I mean?
Experiments
I
may
play
show
it for
contact
hours and
with
hours
all
and hours,
outsiders to
and
protect their knowledge
time just
core, a
disappears and I
repository
don't
of
even
research
realise.
conducted over the past 2 centuries. Joker's deck hunts the winking cat. Francesca Wolf of the Wall Glass Investigations Agency has sent a final report from her infiltration of the secretive gambling circle. The bad news is that Joker's deck security caught up with me as I was trying to sneak on board a ship to get off planet. The good news is that they didn't gun me down, or even threaten to press charges. Instead, they offered me a job. Lexi October, the current host, was surprisingly gracious. Turns out she's a fan of the Galactic Mysteries pieces that Gunnarsson and I run, but more importantly, she believes we could give her what she really wants, the winking cat. She explained that the Joker playing card that was stolen is hugely symbolic to the group, having belonged to its original founder. She also assured me that Joker's deck is extremely private but not criminal. Its members sign legal waivers, and there is a strict honor code to ensure all bets are paid. So, Lexi October wants to hire us to track down the infamous winking cat thief and retrieve the ceremony. Playing card. This may also be a way for her to save face with her fellow super-rich gamblers who are under...
DeLacy, Delta, Alpha, Golf. It's a pleasure to have you at this federal station, Commander. Authorization
unhappy
cleared.
about the
Proceed to landing
explosion.
pad 2-2.
Eric Gunnarsson, Wolf's detective partner, added, "It's a huge relief that Wolf is safe, but what has she got us into now? Will we really be able to catch the winking cat? I wouldn't bet on it." Federal agents crushed Jupiter Division extremists. A pro-corporatist group planning a series of terror attacks has been shut down by the Federal Intelligence Agency. An update on
Legit the Voyager probes, yep,
good,
you
Commander.
can do that in here, you can
Before
find
landing
Voyager 1 and 2.
The operation was delivered by Deputy Director Bethany Blake, who runs the Proactive Detection Bureau. Special
Landing gear deployed.
forces have now arrested the organizers of the underground organization called Jupiter's Wrath. This was a collection of citizens radicalized by Jupiter Rochester into believing that they could replace democratically elected leaders with corporate overlords. This successful operation was only possible thanks to information provided by the PDB. Without this surveillance
There we
network,
go.
we would be entirely...
Docking completed. Deploying ground crew.
Money, 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 money.
Jupiter's Wrath and many
Money.
leading politicians may have lost their lives. Our analysts are now updating the PDB's algorithms to highlight citizens who are at risk of radicalization. We will prevent domestic terrorism by identifying those being corrupted by hostile ideologies. In response, Congressman Bai Zheng was quoted in the Federal Times. This is an unnerving development in the PDB's evolution. It's also what many of us in Congress feared. We are not targeting people who have committed a crime, but people whose personal opinions are unpalatable to the government. Torval Mining Limited requests resources.
Don't know where it came from, so I might as well take the free.
Senator
It's not exactly a lot of money.
New corporation requires deliveries of commodities to its megaship in the EGM 559 system. Constantia Torval, the senator's daughter and operations director of the company, provided details of the initiative. Now that we are a fully independent business, additional resources are urgently needed to continue providing services to the Empire. My goal is to ensure that the Torval name remains synonymous with efficiency and dedication. Shipments of geological equipment, microbial furnaces and mineral extractors can be delivered to the megaship Pride of Bitterwood in the EGM 559 system. From there, they will be transferred to our headquarters at Torval Orbital in LTT 198. The Pride of Bitterwood is part of a corporate fleet recently purchased by Torval Mining Limited. Most are currently in the LTT 198 system, being outfitted for mining and transport operations. Business
Oh, I forgot about the one that I've got to deliver.
After selling the
The water and the fruit and vegetables. Damn it.
Scrivener's clan resists Orion.
I thought they was here.
The spacefaring tribe
I thought all the jobs was here. Damn it.
To allow Orion University to take possession of the vessel. Vox
Oh, that
Galactica
is.
published
Oh.
an eyewitness account by freelance
I
reporter
know.
Katie Kilpatrick from the Uchost PCC C290 system.
Oh, that's it.
Once
Wonder what was
the
happening.
Scrivener's plan was found, it wasn't
Oh.
long before Orion University arrived. Their megaship,
Alright, let's take the money for that one.
remotely disabled the dredger's hyperdrive using a series of override codes. These had been unearthed from the
Cargo hold
Right,
at
no,
maximum
alright.
capacity.
university's archives.
Well,
along with
I'm only
evidence
going
that the
backwards
ship
and forwards,
commissioned
but
in
for now, that's good
3088
enough.
as Dredger J403 legally belongs to them. Despite being unable to escape, the Scriveners have made a stand. All requests to communicate were roundly ignored. I've watched several craft try to dock with the dredger, only to be met with sealed airlocks and an electrified hull.
Ah,
It's clear that these people are unwilling to give up their homes simply because of centuries-old legislation. But it's also apparent that Orion University is interested in more than just reclaiming lost property. The Scriveners possess something that they refer to as a knowledge core, which contains everything that this scholarly society has learned during its long voyage. What discoveries might this database contain? And how far will the university go to get their hands on it? Senators offer to protect Hadrian
right, we'll
Deval.
have that.
The recent NMLA attack in the Parisa system has encouraged the Imperial Senate to reach out to Imperator Hadrian Deval. An official pronouncement was made by Senator Caspian.
It's not that much, but
A
it's an
majority
extra
of us believe
44, I
that preserving
think,
the
so...
Deval bloodline is paramount for the future of
And,
the Empire.
you know, when I sell it, I get money back. I might be able to have a fight with someone now.
Emperor Hengist, meaning his as yet
I
unborn
would
child
prefer
is also of royal lineage.
the 6
The NMLA
A
has
thrusters,
already
but for the
murdered many
moment,
Devals, including
this
Prince
will
Harold.
have to do.
Indeed, Hadrian himself barely survived an assassination attempt
Oh.
last year. It's clear that the Empire
Let's see
can
if we've
provide
got
greater
any
security than he currently has,
Utility
and it is our
mounts
duty to do
for a
so.
shield booster.
Therefore, we propose making both Hadrian and
Ah,
Lady
damn, no
Astrid
shield
wards of the
boosters
Senate.
out here.
They
But
will
it doesn't
be placed
matter.
under the highest level of
That's
protection,
668.
at least until this grave threat has abated. Imperator Hadrian Deval is currently holding discussions with a delegation from the Senate. Political observers believe that their proposal may be conditional on him severing ties with Nova Imperium,
6B.
an isolationist organization that was once
Uses less
outlawed in the
power,
Empire.
but, you know, I
Independent
lose
news
44
feeds have speculated
points
that since the NMLA's
for my
terror
shield, but
campaign
this will
began,
do. This is
Emperor Arisa
perfect. I'm happy with
Deval
this.
has been under similar senatorial protection and performing her duties
I need
from a
one more
secure
thing
location.
to make my modules fully
Alliance and
aged.
Marlinists address refugee crisis. The Marlinist colonies have offered to provide help for political refugees who sought sanctuary in Alliance space. In 3306, the Empire's security forces began arresting followers of Marlinism, suspecting them of being linked to the NMLA. Many pro-Republican Imperial citizens fled to the Federation, but some set course for the Alliance instead. The situation has been highlighted by Prime Consul Coyote Tau of the Marlinist Consulate.
Alright,
Having
let's
made a
get
desperate
back.
journey for survival, over a million Marlinists are now dispersed across
And I hope that we get a
Most
Bruno
are
hub.
clustered in small groups, lacking basic supplies and
But
facing
it doesn't matter.
motivation. Some
I'm getting what I want.
systems have offered
My
citizenship,
status,
but
look at that,
others
63
have
Lieutenant Commander. I'm now 87 Trade Broker, so once I go up to... I don't know what's next, I can't remember.
Which means harsh interrogation for some and lifelong
Since I went through them
persecution for others.
ranks, that's got
I
to have
hope to
been
negotiate with the Alliance
4.5
to arrange
years,
alternative
maybe 5 years.
transportation to the Marlinist colonies.
So,
There they will be welcomed
I'm not really
into the
100%
democratic
sure.
society established by their brethren. Ambassador Elijah Beck,
Landing gear retracted.
head of the Alliance Office of Diplomatic Relations, has agreed to meet with Prime Consul Tau to examine solutions. The Imperial Diplomatic Corps officially refused an invitation to join this discussion. Alliance and Marlinists address refugee crisis.
If I'm
The
in with the
Marlinist
Sirius
colonies
Corporation,
have
why
offered
haven't I
to
got
provide
an
help for
invitation from
political
Marco
refugees
Quinn?
who sought sanctuary in Alliance space.
Frameshift drive charging.
In 3306, The Empire's security forces began arresting followers of Marlinism, suspecting them of being linked to the NMMA. Many
Clear station perimeter.
3, 2, 1, engage.
the Republican Imperial citizens fled to the Federation, but some set course for the Alliance instead. The situation has been highlighted by Prime Consul Coyote Tao of the Marlinist Consulate. Having made a desperate journey for survival, over 1 million Marlinists are now dispersed across Alliance territory. Most are clustered in small groups, lacking basic supplies and facing extreme deprivation. Some Alliance systems have offered citizenship, but others are attempting to expel them as illegal immigrants. The Empire wishes to repatriate these people, which means harsh interrogation for some.
It does have like
persecution
nice
for others.
storylines in it, and
Negotiate with the Alliance
you
to
know,
arrange
the new
alternative
Marlinist Liberation
transportation to the
Army are a
Marlinist
new lot.
colony,
They've only been in it
where
a
they
year.
will be welcomed into the democratic society established by their brethren.
They're blowing up stations and
Ambassador
everything.
Elijah Beck, head of the
And
Alliance
like,
Office of
you have to help
Diplomatic
repair them
Relations, has
or
agreed
get
to
the
meet with Prime Consul
citizens
Tao
off
to
the
examine
stations and stuff like that.
Imperial
So it is
Diplomatic
really
Corps
cool
officially
game,
refused
but
an invitation to join this discussion.
the way they treat it, you know what I mean, as a cash cow is terrible.
The Federal Diplomatic Corps
All the
has
crappy
officially
games that they
denounced
make, like the
President
roller
Hudson's
coaster
attempt to
games and the
capture
Jurassic
Grom
Park
in the
games,
Delta
they're all
Pacific
made
system.
with the profits from this
Political
game.
conference was to determine
And they
whether
all
the
fail.
systems
They're
will
all
in fact
crap.
would align
They're all
with the
rubbish.
Union or
They
the
make
Federation.
games
It was
with
abandoned
the
when
sales
Federal
from this
Black Ops
game,
team attempted
yet they
to arrest
don't
Yuri Grom's
properly
delegation,
fix the
triggering a
problems in
conflict
this
in the
game that earns them that money.
Ambassador
Why?
Delphine Dumont
Because they
told the
think
Federal
that
Times,
they've got us locked
"We
in.
have no option but to
They
stand
might
for
have
our own
PS4
government
players
and
locked in because we
violate
don't have
the
Star
conventions of
Citizen or
diplomatic
EVE Online, but they don't have
immunity.
PC
Established in good
people.
faith with all
And when you
parties.
know like
We
that
will
about
inform
5
that
of the
any hostile
biggest
act
elite
against the
YouTubers are now playing Star Citizen,
I offer my
you know
personal
there's problems
apologies
with
to
this
Yuri
game.
Grom.
You know, you
Our
don't want to pay full
negotiations were
price for
spirited
this.
but honest, and I genuinely felt
£5
that
is
progress was
okay.
being made.
You don't want to pay no
This
more
is
than
the
£5
first time
for
that
this.
The Federal Diplomatic Corps has distanced itself from the actions of a sitting president.
If you own it,
Political
play
observers
it. If you
believe
don't
that
own
this
it, don't buy
maintain
it.
its reputation for integrity, especially in
It will
dealing
suck
with
about
the Alliance
£200,
and Empire.
£300 out of you
Public
without
reaction in
giving
the
you any
Federation has been
anything
varied,
except a
with
different
President
voice
Zachary Hudson
and a
being
different
praised
colour for your
and
ships.
criticised in equal measure.
That can cost you like
In private,
£300,
his administration
£400.
suggests that he is under enormous pressure to regain popularity, following the recent rebellion of several federal systems.
Like I said, it's not as if it's a specific paint job for a python and you have to buy a specific paint job for a chieftain. This is white. White. The colour white needs to be bought for every ship, not just one. Every ship. That's bollocks, and they know it, but that's how they treat us, like turds. But I don't expect the game to last more than 18 months, because they'll have to shut it down, because it's not earning them the money that it used to earn them. I don't know what they're going to do after that. They'll have to fold, I think.
What planet I'm on? Since all the servants
Frontier will not last long without elite. It will be dead in 6 months without elite Frontier. No one buys their other crap unless it's on sale or they get it free in PS Plus.
Exquisite food, sumptuous clothes, and dozens of games.
And they use this in their financial statement to back all the other games that they make.
Million credit chips,
That
precious
fail.
gemstones, and even land deeds to an entire continent. And that's not counting the VIP rooms that I can't get into. I've served exotic drinks to several famous
Oh, we've
faces,
heard this
such
now a
as
load of
Duchess
times.
Runcible and Scorpio Devoro. I've seen Senator Beatrix talking
We'll wait
earnestly
till
to
we're in.
Ambassador Rochester about a princess they both know. Arch Corsairs Trask and Valentine from the Kumo Council are here, taking on Zachary Rackham at the Rue Mortel tables. And there's no mistake
Being deployed.
in the voice of Alliance megastar Ziona whenever she wins big. Oh, and who should walk in just now? But wait, I can hear an alarm. Looks like a security alert. Damn it, have they detected me? I should. The message was published.
Landing complete. Thrusters offline. Deploying ground services.
Turn that off, I've heard that. just repeating itself. Oh crap, that's for Bruno up. Oh, I should have took that rep. Damn it, I didn't realise. It was for the Federation. Bitch. Well, I'm only 11% away from a new rank. Well, we haven't been to Sinclair Market, so... Straight to Sinclair Market, see what we've got there. Sinclair Market's a bit like Vantage Point, only not as far. No, we won't go to Brunel first. We'll go straight to Sinclair. We might have to go back to Brunel from Sinclair, so... That money I spent on the shield will all be got back when I sell the shield again. Which I won't, but you know, it's not as if I lose money buying stuff. I get exactly the same as what I paid for it. The only thing I lose on is ships, 20%. I'll have the money to buy a Corvette before I have the reputation. That's for sure. First drop at Sinclair Market, this is. We've been here 2 days. I don't think there's a station we haven't gone to yet. I think we've been to everyone now, once we've been here. Although this is a land base, you know what I mean? We haven't been to everyone except this one we have. And we'll get this one now, like I said. Not too sure about the gravity on this planet, so we'll have to take it slow when we land. Make sure we don't lose orbital glide.
Orbital flight engaged.
Perfect glide angle. Take us right down on top.
Delta Alpha Golf. We eagerly await your arrival, Commander. You are very welcome at this terrestrial port. Landing permitted. Set down on landing pad 18.
Landing gear deployed.
Thank you very much, Control. Oh, we have been here, but we haven't been here this time. That's just... No, we couldn't have been here. Strange. I don't remember coming here. I really don't. not very good here then. Don's Inheritance, New Home Station. Sorry, not Don. Alright, we'll take that. I ain't got enough room for 36, I've only got enough room for 32. Money's not exactly flowing in, it's only 1.6. Crap. Not really sure whether to carry on now or whether to quit for an hour or two. We'll quit out for an hour or two. Might be some better jobs when I come back later. Thank you for watching and goodbye.